Consider this young Jedi and grow strong in the Force. The last caller from Boston, her husband had a glioblastoma. The MDs gave him the gamma knife, right? Then he gets all these side effects, which they say had nothing to do with the treatment, had everything to do with the treatment. Dr. Glidden doesn't treat glioblastoma because, of course, that's illegal. Dr. Glidden recommends boilerplate foundation medical nutrition for the masses. And having never even seen the patient, never seen the chart, never looked at the blood work, knowing zero about this person other than their signs and symptoms, I was able over the internet to recommend a boilerplate foundation medical nutrition strategy, which produced remarkable results in 3 weeks. Now, if I could do that, imagine what 1,000 doctors like myself could do in a cancer treatment center, which was actually funded and legal. Imagine that. You want to cure cancer? Hire me. Let's get some laws passed. Let's get some laws changed. We can shake up the world. If you live in Dubai and you're making $1 billion a freaking minute and you want to do something good for the world, call my office. Let's talk. For goodness sake, when will enough be enough? Is it enough now? Leading cause of death in the United States, MD-directed medical treatments, a cure for cancer not even anywhere in sight. Oh, it's just around the corner. All of this genomic therapy, that's the answer, even though the guy that discovered the structure of the double helix a year ago says all of this genetic research is bunkus. It's not going to lead to anything, and that what we need to be focusing on is biochemistry. And, of course, the popular press calls him, eccentric. Oh, don't listen to that guy. Stupid is as stupid does, ladies and gentlemen. You follow the leader. Follow the MD, you're going to die. But before you die, you're going to suffer and die. And look, let's get the record straight once and for all. I do not have an axe to grind against the MDs. I am not anti-MD all the time. I'm not. I'm anti-stupid medicine. I'm anti-dangerous medicine. I'm anti-ineffective medicine shoved down people's throats as their only monopolistic option. Thank God for Novocaine. Thank God for the sterile technique. Thank God for surgery. Thank God for morphine sometimes. It's awesome stuff. But for cancer, asthma, fibromyalgia, heart disease, AFib, Ebola, you got to be kidding me. Again, inquiring minds want to know if Ebola is, Ebola was discovered in 1971, the first case of Ebola, I believe, 1971. So if Ebola is as big and as bad a voodoo daddy as they now say that it is, kills half of the people who become infected with it, why didn't it do that years ago? What was Ebola, just hanging out at the local bar? Yeah, it was lazy. It was lazy Ebola back then. Didn't have any chutzpah, didn't have any get up and go. That Ebola was undernutrified Ebola, just didn't want to do anything, just didn't want to get up and go. Yeah, that's what it is. Doesn't influenza circle the globe every year all the time? It does. So why did Ebola stay relatively dormant for, let's do the math, 71 to 2000, that would be 29 years, 29 plus 14, that's 43 years. So why has Ebola remained this, little tiny eeny-weeny deal for 43 years, 44, 45 years? So why? Why all of a sudden is it a big bad voodoo daddy? Well, what happened? Did Ebola all of a sudden start drinking Red Bull? Did somebody, who gave the Red Bull to Ebola? That's what I want to know. Was it the CIA? Did they do it? Did they feed Ebola Red Bull, and now all of a sudden Ebola's get up and go has gotten up and come back? Is that what's happened? All of a sudden Ebola's, got its groove back. Is that why? Something's going on there, folks. Influenza circles the globe every year. Why is all of a sudden Ebola a big deal when it's been around for over 4 decades? What happened? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's go to Orlando and talk to Gabriel. You know, it's not often that angels give me a call, and I'm very happy to be talking to the angel Gabriel here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the pearly gates. Gabriel, you are live.
Well, I don't know if you're as happy as I am, but I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sticking with you, Doc.
What's going on, man?
I just wanted to call, just give you a short update. A week from Wednesday, it'll be 90 days I've been on the program.
Awesome.
And, of course, you know, my life has changed and had a few setbacks because I ran out of stuff. I've learned not to do that again.
Yeah, especially in the early days, you know.
Yeah,
but, we live and we learn, right? That's life.
Yeah, what happened was I got generous because my wife is on board now. My daughter's on board now, so, you know, trying to take care of the household. But listen, my blood pressure is lower than it ever has been in my life that I can remember. The doctor almost ran out of his office the other day when my blood pressure was 122/70.
Man, you gotta love it, right?
And that's a 400-pound man.
Yeah.
Listen, before I ran out of Sweeties, I was down to 1 shot a day. Listen, the doctor had me 80 units 3 times a day. I was all the way down to 1 shot a day, and I had stabilized right between 75 and 80.
Boom.
Even while I was out of the Sweeties, it never rose over 140, my blood sugar.
And normally, how high would it go?
Oh, I'd be in the 200s and 300s, you know, easy with the medicine, you know.
Yeah, with the medicine, right.
Depending on what I eat. But because I have eliminated 10 foods out of my life.
That makes you the man. You know that.
I'm trying to be. But I had a quick question, and I'll call you back later. I don't want to tie up the time, but I've had some type of, I'm calling it skin tag for the lack of the word. I've been to a dermatologist.
No, I can tell you what to do for that. That's easy.
Okay, she cut it off. She dug it out. Then she wanted to send me to a surgeon. It comes and goes.
So avoid the knife, my brother. So here's what you want to do the next time it comes back. In order not to treat a skin tag, but in order to support and promote healthy skin function, right? So you get, you're taking the selenium, the ultimate selenium capsule?
I do the four bottles a month. I didn't run out of that after I got it.
All right, good. So you get one of those capsules. You get a little, you know those little cases that you put contact lenses in?
Mm-hmm.
You get one of those, or a reasonable facsimile. You open up the selenium capsule, you know, it just slides right apart. And you dump about a third of the selenium that's in the capsule into the contact lens container, into one side. Then you get colloidal silver, either an over-the-counter colloidal silver I'm okay with, Longevity's colloidal silver I'm okay with. I don't care which kind of colloidal silver you use. You find some colloidal silver. You put a couple of drops, literally just a couple of drops, onto the powder, and then you stir it together with a Q-tip, and you make a paste out of the colloidal silver selenium. You paste it up, make it into a little paste like mud. And then you use the Q-tip and paint the colloidal silver right on top of the skin tag, right on the skin tag, wherever it is.
Okay.
And then you put a bandage over it so it doesn't fall off, right? And then you repeat that 3 times a day or 2 times a day. You definitely want to put a fresh solution onto it right before you go to bed. A fresh one first thing in the morning when you wake up, and then if you can manage it again halfway between, that's awesome. So you make a paste out of a little bit of the selenium and the colloidal silver, and you just apply it topically a couple times a day until the skin tag falls off.
One other quick question, and I'm through today. I'll call you back later.
Yeah, no, we're good.
What is the peeing all about? You know, I know you told the other 600-pound guy you're going to pee like a racehorse. Well, I'm a racehorse. Is that the toxins coming out? What's going on?
Yeah. So you're peeing like what, every 10 minutes, right?
It depends on what I do. The tangy tang will run through me.
Yeah.
Pretty much half hour on the hour, kind of like that.
Yeah. So
but
that's an absorption issue, man. That's an absorption issue with the tangy tangerine. So here's what I want you to do as an experiment. All right? How many total capfuls of that tangy are you taking every day?
I do 2 scoops 4 times a day.
All right. So here's what I'd like you to do for the next 4 weeks. Okay?
Okay.
I'd like you to do 1 scoop in 20 ounces of water twice a day for 2 weeks. 1 scoop in 20 ounces of water twice a day, only twice a day, for 2 weeks. And each time you drink it, I want you to take at least an hour to drink it. Okay? Then on weeks 3 and 4, I want you to go to 2 scoops in 32 ounces of water twice a day.
Okay.
But I want you to take 2 hours to drink that down. 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. You then call me back and tell me what's happening. I think you just need to deliver this stuff into your body more slowly, because it's kind of like, man, if we're like in the Mojave Desert and the earth is just hard-baked mud, man, it hasn't rained there in a freaking century. And we back up with a great big fire truck filled with, 1,000 gallons of water, and we open the spigot. The first 900 gallons is just going to run off. It's going to hit that hard-baked mud, and it's just going to run off. But eventually, it's going to start soaking in, and the ground's going to start to absorb it. It's the same with your intestinal tract and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. The Beyond Tangy is notorious for, creating symptoms like this. It's only because you're taking too much of it too quickly, your body can't handle the absorption. So knock it down a little bit. Quite frankly, I want you to knock it down quite a bit and then kind of ease more slowly into that pasture over the next 4 weeks. Call me back with a report. I think you're going to love what happened. Hey, we're back. Funny discussion in the chat room. We're talking about Halloween costumes because, it is the season. And somebody said a white coat and a stethoscope. Now, that's a scary costume. And then somebody else said, yeah, go get a picture of Dr. Oz, blow it up, put it on a cardboard thing, cut out the eyes and the mouth, go as Dr. Oz. Now that is a scary Halloween costume. You got to love the chat room. If you're not in the chat room, you're missing out. It's free. Is free good? Can you afford free? Is free good? What do you think? Please go to the drgliddenshow.tv and check it out. By the way, if you're listening to this program on terrestrial radio, and you like what we're talking about, and you want to learn more, there's lots to learn. The learning curve here actually is pretty, it's not steep at all. If you have enough intelligence to pass the driver's license test, you can work with us easily. So listen to the phone number that your radio station gives out during the commercial break and give it a call, because there is somebody in your county standing by right now to take your call and help you and sort you out, like the sorting hat in Harry Potter, right? Where are you going to fit? Well, maybe you're a customer. Maybe you're a distributor. Maybe you're going to become the next $1 million earner in Youngevity's land of worldwide associates. Maybe you've got enough money and you're not interested in getting a residual income flow, but you really, you're frustrated with your health and you need some advice. Well, either way, we can help you. And the person on the other end of the phone is trained to help you figure that out. And that's why we do what we do. We are Youngevity Nation. We are a grassroots coalition of the informed people all around the world who have taken it upon themselves the welfare of humankind. If you found me by hook or by crook all by your lonesome and you want to know more information, then give my office a call, 855-347-3696. That's 855-347-3696, 855-347-3696. And if you were pointed to this radio program by someone in your life, get with that person in order to learn more. Because Youngevity Nation exists as independent points of light independent distributors all around the world, and it's our job to support each independent distributor. So go with the person who brought you here, right? Because they get the credit for this. That they did the hard work. They did the heavy lifting. They're ready, willing, and able to help you. So lean on them for support and change your life. Aloha, oe, aloha, oe. Kakoa from Hawaii is on the line, but you knew that. Hey, Kakoa, welcome aboard. You are live.
Hey, Dr. Glidden, I'm so glad I got on your show. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good, man, but I'll get better. Aloha, man. What's happening?
Aloha. Boy, you got to keep singing. That was pretty good, actually, I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not bad, huh? The huma huma, nuka nuka, wapa ua. That's all I know, man.
You got it right, too. Most people don't know that. That's good. Boy, I'm so glad I got on your show. I hope I can get this done quick.
We got all the time in the world, man. You don't have to hurry.
Okay. I've been on longevity for maybe 2.5 to 3 months now.
Good.
My history, first of all, I've been a diabetic patient for 20-some years.
Yikes.
It caused kidney failure. I've been on dialysis for the last 3.5, almost 4 years.
Whew.
I've lost most of my vision on both eyes. My vision is very blurred to where I can't drive. I can't get my license back because I lost my vision. I've been able to get my blood sugar numbers over the past few years. I've got them down to where my A1C is 5.9, 6.0, still too high, but much better than 12 and 13, which it used to be.
Yeah, I would say so. By the way, I would need to interrupt you here, and we're coming up against a hard break, but you stick with me, and I'll talk to you the whole next segment. No harm, no foul. But the reference range for hemoglobin A1C is tiny. It's like 0.9 of a point is the healthy reference range. So when you're, you should be 5.8. When you're 13, man, to go from a 13 or a 14 all the way back to 5.9 to 6.0, that's huge, Kakoa. I mean, that is a huge freaking deal. You got to be proud about that, but there's more work to be done.
Yes.
You stick around, and I'll dial it in for you, brother. I appreciate your call. Stick around, folks. Hawaii, can you believe it? We are worldwide. Allie from the chat room says, even a better costume with Dr. Oz face mask with a duck bill and webbed duck feet. Oh, my God. You guys are like a brain trust. Love the chat room, folks. Check it out, the drgliddenshow.tv. Let's go back to my friend in Hawaii. Kakoa, what island are you on, by the way?
I'm on Hawaii Island, the Big Island.
The Big Island, my favorite island. Are you getting blown around by the hurricane?
No, man, just went right past. We only got some rain, which we really need. So no damage, nothing. Yeah,
good. You got to love that. That's a hard thing to live through. I've been through 2 hurricanes in my life, both of which were on an island. On one of the islands that I was on, this wasn't a Hawaiian island, this was a New England island, the eye of the storm went right over the island. I mean, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. All of a sudden, it's like 85 degrees sideways wind and sideways rain, and it's horrible. And then it's like 5 minutes later, you're in heaven. Yeah. Blue, sunny sky, big, white, puffy, beautiful clouds, man, awesome. And then a half an hour later, the wind is going the other way, and it's crazy. It was a crazy experience.
Yeah, I've been through that too here.
Crazy stuff, right? Yeah, Mother Nature. Don't mess with Mother Nature, man. All right, so bring me up to speed. You have a history of type 2 diabetes, and then you're on dialysis because you got kidney failure, and now your vision's failing. And all right, what else?
Okay, so I got constant neuropathy in the hands and my feet, which is, I would say, about a scale of 1 to 10, it's about 4. Used to be like 7 or 8. My muscles just feel extremely weak. It's like there's no oxygen in them. You know, I don't have much strength to grip anything. My hands don't have any sweat, so when I try to carry stuff, it's just slippery. I do have one testimonial though. I started taking the first pack I bought was the Healthy Body Pack. I bought 2 of them with the Sweet Ease. And I took that for a month, and then I ran out because I'm already on disability, so financially it's hard to get all the stuff I really want and need.
I get it.
But after 1 month, I started peeing again. And I haven't peed for the last 3 years. So I know there's something there. I know the thing's working, but I just got to be able to get it and be consistent on it. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, tell me, what can you afford every month? What's like the upper limit of doable for you?
Doable for me is probably 2 Healthy Body Packs at the most.
So we're talking around between $250 and $300.
Yeah. That's probably the high end. Because,
all right. So
I don't have any disability income as well.
All right. So, well, look, here's the deal. There is a light at the end of this tunnel. I'll tell you the supplements to take, but I want to give you a little inspiration here because for the last 4.5-5 years, I've been traveling all around the United States and down to Trinidad a couple times and lecturing to different longevity groups all around the country. And I've met all of the big money earners in longevity, every single one of them. I've hung out with them. I've had dinner with them. You know, we've broken bread. And there's nothing special about people who are financially secure with longevity. It's not like they have exceptionally high IQs or like they have unbelievably charismatic personalities or they have MBAs from Wharton or Harvard Business School. They're just normal people, man. Mm-hmm. So my point is, what one person can do, another person can do. There are a handful of people who are multi-million-dollar earners in longevity who started with less than nothing. I mean, one of the guys, my favorite story is a guy named Rich Stocks. Rich is in the Midwest here, and when he started with Dr. Wallach 17 years ago, he was so broke that he had to collect bottles and cans on the side of the road, take them to the recycling center to pay the $5 membership fee, because back in those days it was a $5 membership fee. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't afford to get 100 cassette tapes, because what we had as enrollment aids back then, he could only afford 1. So he would never lend the cassette tape. He would always sit down with people and listen to it with them because he couldn't afford to lose it. And that's a true story. So there are a lot of people who have, been able to get their supplements for free, $200, $300, $400 a month, and then parlay that into, a stay-at-home business. And if they can do it, you can do it. And so what I would recommend you do, man, is I would call Longevity. I would give them your customer number, and I would ask them who is in your upline that is an active business builder and an active distributor. And they'll give you a name and they'll give you a phone number. And then I would call that person and I would say, hey, man, I'm in your longevity network. I need you to show me how to make $300 a month with this business. I need you to show me how to make $500 a month. Pick a number and lean on your upline for support, because no kidding, there's a lot of potential here. If I've seen a lot of people do this, and I'm sure that you could too, just by listening to you talk. I can tell that you've got what it takes. Okay.
I would tell you this, just basically with what I'm doing. I got a few people, my sister and my mother, they're customers of mine, and I just got my first $90 check from Longevity.
That's awesome, right? So, so it's good, man. A lot of people need your help. They do. A lot of people need your help, and there's a way to show this to people, who aren't in your family, that will chase them away from you. Yeah. And there's a way to show this to people that will attract them to you. You need to figure out how to do the second one. It's easy. Yeah. And if you lean on your upline, man, they'll be able to help you. All right. So here's what I would do.
I have to tell you this. I did talk to Dr. Joe Wallach a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I called his show, but unfortunately, I don't have as much time like I have with you to explain. But he did give me this. He wants me to take 2 blood sugar packs.
Yeah.
He wants me to take 2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily.
Yep.
And 2 bottles of the Ocean's Gold. And
yeah, but you can't afford that.
Yeah. So that's why I want to know if there's anything you can change up with that or what else I can do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what I do. That's no problem at all. I could change that up in my sleep. You've come to exactly the right place, man. This is easy breezy lemon squeezy. What's your body weight?
My body weight is 190.
All right.
185 to 190, depends on dialysis.
All right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I want you to do every month, please. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. One Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. It's got to be the liquid. It's called the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One of those.
Yeah.
1 bottle of Sweet Ease. 1 bottle of Sweet Ease.
Yeah.
2 bottles of selenium. 2 bottles of selenium.
Yeah.
And 1 bottle of Ultimate Daily Capsules.
Okay.
All right, now you got homework to do, right? You can't even look at the 10 bad foods, okay?
No, they've been 2 weeks. I've been off all the bad foods. I mean,
great.
I used to be off of it partially, but now I'm completely off of it.
Smart man. All right, there's one more thing you can do here. You need to figure out how to get about doing math in my head. You need to figure out how to get 90,000 ORAC points, ORAC, of antioxidants, 90,000 ORAC points of antioxidants into your body through food every day. So you're going to have to do some research, and you're going to have to sort that out. Different foods have different ORAC values.
Okay.
An ORAC value is the value of the antioxidant ability of that food. And different foods, different quantities of food have different ORAC values. Your target number is, let's round it up, 100,000 ORAC points of antioxidants a day, 100,000 ORAC points. So cinnamon has ORAC in it. Green tea has ORAC in it. Curry powder has ORAC in it. Walnuts have ORAC in them. So you need to figure out, get somebody to help you to do the math and figure out exactly how much cinnamon or curry powder or red pepper or whatever you need to do every day, green tea, whatever, to hit that 100,000 ORAC mark. You need to dial that in. And you can do that with food, and that's already in the budget, so it's not like you're going to have to be strapped additionally. And there's one more thing you need. I'm sorry, one more thing on a limited budget. It's 1 bottle of plant-derived minerals. 1 bottle of plant-derived minerals a month, okay?
Okay.
And then you're good to go. That should make this nice and easy for you, Kakoa. And, it's going to be a couple of weeks, a little bit better, a couple of weeks, a little bit better, a couple of weeks, a little bit better, just like that. And as you improve, you're going to be a poster child for longevity. And you'll be able to enroll people just by walking down the street, because people are going to be looking around and going, man, isn't that Kakoa? Isn't that the guy that was dead last week? Right?
Yeah.
Now, to help the neuropathy, there's one more thing you can do with food, and I don't want to overlook it. You want to eat as much food as you can that's high in cholesterol.
I'm doing 6 to 10 eggs a week now. I'm about 2 weeks on it right now.
You mean a day, right?
A day, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. You can switch it up, right? You can do chicken eggs, you can do duck eggs, you can do quail eggs, you can do butter, you can do rare steak, rare hamburger. Eggs arguably are the least expensive way to get cholesterol in your body, but if it's going to get a little boring after a while just doing, oh my gosh, I got to eat 6 more eggs, right? So feel free to switch it up with any food that's high in cholesterol. Don't be afraid of butter. Butter is your friend. Don't be afraid of salt. Salt is your friend. And the last flippin' thing you want to do, man, the last thing you want to do is tell a medical doctor that you're doing this program. They will make you stop it.
No,
Do
yes, I know. I
not
realize.
tell the dialysis people you're doing this because they are clueless about the whole potassium thing. They've got it completely backwards, and they will incorrectly put the fear of God in you, and they will hurt you in so doing. So you listen to us, pay attention to us, and kind of be a secret agent when you go to dialysis.
Can you tell me the difference about the potassium and the phosphorus thing?
So they're inverse relationship. Your body has massive needs for potassium.
Yeah.
And when your blood levels of potassium are high, it's because you are nutritionally deficient in potassium. So the dialysis sucks all of the potassium out of your body. And when the body freaks out and it encourages the extraction of potassium from your potassium stores, and your potassium levels spike. So potassium levels in the blood are direct indications of not enough, or elevated potassium levels in the blood are inversely related to your nutritional needs for potassium. And the MDs, again, got that one completely backwards. And if you listen to them, you will die. I mean, look what's happened while you've listened to them, right? You've gone to hell in a handbasket. And now you're starting to slowly hit the comeback trail, man. Your best friend is time and diligence with the program. Call me every month with a report. And mahalo, man. Keep up the good work. I love Hawaii. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little audio glitch there for 10 seconds. I hope I didn't give my soundboard guy a heart attack. Thanks, Justin. Well, you've done it again, ladies and gentlemen. You've wasted a perfectly 2 good hours hanging out with good old Dr. Glidden. I hope you learned something today. I certainly do all of the time. We have a person in the chat room who tells us this. Started taking the Ultimate Classic. The Ultimate Classic is one of Youngevity's original formulations, way before the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, way before the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And the thing about Ultimate Classic is it tastes like dinosaur poop. I mean, it's bad. It's bad, right? It's bad. It tastes like crap. But Terry from Alabama figured it out. Terry from Alabama says, I started taking the Ultimate Classic. I know. Anyway, I take it with V8 Fusion Blueberry Pomegranate, and it's delicious. Looks horrible, tastes so good. I thought I'd spread that message. Thanks, Terry. You're the greatest. Appreciate the heads up. Ultimate Classic mixed with V8 Fusion Blueberry Pomegranate. And that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Let's finish up the show today by going to, survey says, who's next in line. I'm having a little technical problems here. Francis from North Carolina. Hey, Francis, thanks for the call. You are live.
Well, yippee.
Yippee-yo-ki-yay.
I think this is the 3rd time I've phoned your show, and it's the first time I've spoken with you, so I am...
Well, 3rd time's the charm, you lucky girl, down there in North Kakalaki, North Carolina, where the weather's fine.
I just phoned last week, and I spoke with Mike Phillips, and I explained to him, I'm trying to do a follow-up, because I told him of issues that I was having with numbness in my feet and pain in my feet and in my legs and my upper thighs. You know, I'm weak. I'm now having to, have been for some time having to walk with a walker. And I learned of the program at the beginning of August, and I was taking all kinds of products. And bottom line, I was not a happy camper because my condition only seemed to be getting worse. So he told me, no relief in any area whatsoever. My equilibrium, my balance, I could name you a host of things. Anyway, he told me about a number of things. He wanted me to increase selenium, 9 a day, sweeties, at least 3 a day, plant-derived minerals or the cherry mints, one of those, 1 bottle of Ultimate Daily and Beyond Liquid Beyond Asteo FX. Now, and the Tangy, he also wanted me to take that. Now, I explained to him that I was taking Ultimate EFA and the Ultimate EFA Plus and, oh my goodness, it was a gaggle of stuff. But he didn't say anything, Ultimate Enzymes, and he didn't say anything, glucogel.
Well, okay, I can dial all of this in for you. Have you been given a definitive diagnosis of type 2 diabetes?
I was.
Does anybody know what's causing your problems? Has anyone ever diagnosed it?
You know what? No. Because I was given a diagnosis of a type 2 diabetic February 1 of 2007. In between there, I might have taken medication, maybe for 4 months.
All right. So, look, here's what I want you to do, because regretfully, Francis, we are out of time. Can you call the program tomorrow?
Sure. I sure will.
All right. You call the program in the first hour, and I will bring you up, number 1. I will bring you up at 6 minutes after the hour when we begin.
Can you also tell me what I need to do about vitiligo, that skin disorder?
No problemo. That's easier than falling off a log. No problemo. You call me tomorrow. I will finish this conversation with you. I appreciate your trust and your patience. I'll look forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks again for your support. Live long and prosper. I'll see you all around campus.